All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely morning in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I'm coming to you with a message regarding I, Sister Deborah, being a student of the Ruach HaKodesh. I'm not only just that student, I am the one that is taught daily. hmm So when he said, when I said, give me my daily bread, I would think that it would have meant just the things I need daily. Not so much as things I need a month or 2 months and 3 months, just daily bread, just accepting what God has to give me right now and let tomorrow take care of them tomorrow. That's what I would think of when I hear, give me my daily bread. That's what I would think of. But what happens is when I see that bread in that prayer, I also have to switch it two ways: the daily bread of the flesh and the daily bread of the spirit. Okay. So when it says in Matthew chapter 6, give me my daily bread, I have to look at it two ways: my daily needs of my flesh and my daily needs of my spirit. Okay. So I have fully understood that the daily bread in the spirit is a word from the Most High Yah. hmm It is a word from the Most High Yah. I want to share with you all that I am what I say that I am: a student of the Ruach of the Most High Yah. I am a servant of the Most High Yah, which has been appointed and anointed and called as a prophetess among the tribe of Judah. I want to say to you all that the journey itself, it is not one that one would think that is peace. It's peace in the spirit, but living it out the flesh, there is not the type of peace, okay, that is within the spirit that it is in the flesh. Meaning, just imagine all the prophets that the Most High Yah dealt with or called to the forefront. Notice that they might have had a peace in the spirit, but their peace in the flesh came with great turmoil, suffering, endurance, all kind of bodily injury, murdering, fear on the outside. You see? So a lot of people take these positions that was given unto individuals from the kingdom. They take them as something to play with. They take it as something to boast and boost and put up on pedestal. People who do place the call position on pedestals and boost and ego and pride and boasting. These are people who are not called from the kingdom. These are people who are called from the earth, and they using earthly techniques to uplift them. Okay, but when you understand it in the spirit and in the flesh, you can deal with it at a level of knowing that either or is the will of the Father. This is the way He orchestrated the things that is and that shall be and that was. Meaning that when he chose his, he knew that he needed to get to the spirit realm of who they were and let the spirit realm teach their flesh realm. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, that's how the flesh end up being humble to the spirit. The flesh is not willing. but it finds itself having to be humble because the spirit is too strong for it to defeat it. And it do take the ruach to live therefore there with your spirit to tame your flesh. It takes the ruach. And see, this gives the flesh no authority to take its place and to take over the spirit and do what pleases it. You see? So when Sister Deborah is on here, I am a student as well as a teacher, a prophet. You see, I'm a student first and foremost. I am a prophet first and foremost. Before I am a child of my mother's and my father's, before I am a sister to my brothers and my sisters, before I am a friend, before I am a mother, a wife, before I am a mother, an aunt, a grandmother, I'm first and foremost a servant of the Most High God. I'm first and foremost not just a servant of the Most High God as a prophetess, but a teacher and a servant to the kingdom. See, so when people really think that you're on here and they think as if you're just here to give them what they think may be bad news or negative, you know what? When people think that, that's why they are still where they're at today. That's where they should know their calling. Is when they take on the spiritual food to attack the fleshly mindset. This is where you know people are not who they think they are. You see what I'm saying? Because their spirit's supposed to have dominion over their flesh. And when the spirit don't have dominion over the flesh, then the flesh still seems to express its feelings, its emotions, its personal opinion, and it tends to feel that it itself is being attacked. That's why so many prophets were murdered, stoned, locked up, beaten to death. So many things happened to many of those that Yah has chosen as his servant in time past. It's because the people they wanted to hear, but they didn't want to hear. They don't want to hear the spiritual things that controls the natural flesh. They only want to hear the things that they can do in their flesh to portray that they're doing something in their spirit. That's deep. So therefore, I sit back and I think about me myself as a student, as a servant, ever learning. And when I say ever learning, I mean I learn from the Ruach itself, the spirit of the Most High Yah. He that sits on the throne, I learn from him every day. You know how it says in the prayer that Yeshua had given, give us our daily bread. And I thought, wait a minute now, give us our daily bread. Which bread is that we're asking for? Are we looking for the daily things in which I need in this in the flesh daily? Or is it speaking of the daily things that I need in the spirit? What I come to understand being a student of the Ruach HaKodesh is he's speaking of first and foremost both, but one before the other. He's saying that give me my daily bread. Daily bread in the spirit is the word. Is the word. And once you get the word, you understand that Yah will provide for your natural flesh daily. But we must understand that the food of the spirit, okay, is the word, not the words of the book. You see? So he's saying the daily bread is consists of that which your spirit receives daily and need daily. Okay? And then it teaches the flesh to understand its daily bread. So it won't be focusing on years and months and weeks ahead of time. And it would just embrace the daily things in which y'all give it daily. But when he said, give us our daily bread, he's speaking of day, uh, every day giving me his word. Man don't live on bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah. So that is what he gives me. Because I was wondering, I said, Father, you teach me so much every day. You teach me so much. And I love it. I love it. And that's how I embrace it. I appreciate it. Yes, is it sad that you want to give others what he gives you? Yes, it is sad. The reason why it's sad is because you can't feed darkness light. You just can't do it. And if the gate is narrow as the Most High has assigned it to be, no matter how many people you try to give the food of the Spirit, that gate gonna remain narrow. And as he said, very few shall find their end. But people would make you think that you're supposed to give, and it's going to be a point where everybody's going to receive it. No, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. It's nothing in my spirit that is prepared for that. Because Yah has drilled into me. No matter what you give people, Deborah, where they at with me is where they at with you. Where their feelings and emotions are at is where they at with me, with him. So don't expect people to be at the level of where you're at and where you're going with the light. And you thinking because you're giving them food for the spirit and the light to see in darkness, they can't see, Deborah. They can't hear. They can't gain these things unless they have that relationship with me as you have with me. And then they would never go to and fro searching on the earth. They would stay within themselves and wait until Yah instill more knowledge in them and feed them spirit and truth. That bread that man lives on in the inner man, not just the bread of the flesh, but the bread of the spirit. So when you hear that prayer and you saying that prayer, you really thinking, okay, that prayer says, give me my daily bread. A lot of people are actually thinking that daily bread for the flesh. No, the Father is meaning the daily bread for the spirit, and then the spirit will prepare the flesh its daily bread. That's what he's meaning. Man don't live on bread alone, but every word that proceed out of the mouth. So when Sister Deborah tell you that I learn something every day, the Father speaks and teach me every day. I hear from him every day. I learn something new every day. That's that word that proceed out of the mouth of Yah. That's what that is. You see, so even when we say in this prayer, we have taken this prayer to the highest degree in saying it every night, every morning, during the evening, whenever, and not even understand the only prayer Yeshua gave us, we still missed it. Because we thought it was about a flesh thing. And it's about a spiritual thing. So when he gives me the word in the spirit as my daily bread, this is why Sister Deborah tells you all, I get information from Yah every day. And you're not going to find no one. And when I say no one or 99.1 billion, believe me, it's just the way I'm framing it. It's not meaning all of these people. It's meaning that's how narrow the gate. I gave you a even narrow statistics when he say narrow is the gate that leads to what the life and righteous. Broad is the gate that leads to destruction. And then he called the narrow gate few. You see? And many for the broad gate. So he put a measurement on the two. But we, as we see it and we take it, We look at it when we all going, oh no, I'm in there too, I'm in there too. But we are not seeing the broad gate and the narrow gate standing side by side. That when you see the broad gate and you see the narrow gate, you want me to tell you what you see? You see the tree of life and you see the tree that leads to death. That's what you see. That's the two. The broad gate and the narrow gate. There go the two. The tree of life and the tree that leads to knowledge, good and evil. That's two. That's what you're standing up against. And a lot of you all might not even connect it, but it is. That's exactly what it is. That's how easy it was for Adam and Eve to take the broad gate. It's like that today, you guys. This is how it is today. Two took the broad gate and none took the narrow. You see? So when Sister Deborah is talking, you got to kind of grip it. If you anyone in the spirit, you should be able to grip it. Wait a minute, this woman is speaking spirit and truth. That means that's that food that he was talking about. That's that food that we should be eating for our spirit being. And what is happening is it's to the point where individuals want you to say the things that kind of trigger their flesh to be comfortable with their spirit. You see what I'm saying? They don't want the uncomfortable food. What do Yah have in common with mammon? Okay? Or what do Yah want you to have in common, the light and the dark? Or what do righteous have in common with unrighteous? What do the flesh have in common with the spirit? What do Satan's seed have in common with the spiritual seed? But people don't look at it. They have nothing in common but hate. That's what they have in common. The hate that hate the one and the other one hate the other. That's how distance they are from each other. So when you come on this platform and you expect this prophetess, which is a student of the Most High and a servant of the Most High Yah, and a teacher of the Most High Yah, that's taught by the spirit realm first and foremost, that's out here trying to give that which is spirit. Reason why is because the Father say he would never, like the prophet he was running from, that I think it was Jezebel or whoever she was, and he was running because she had sent them out to kill all the prophets. And one of Yah's prophets was running. He was running to the mountains. Why? Y'all say, I got a lot of them out there because we don't know the capacity of how big the earth really is and what Yah got. It's sitting in the earth. You see, you don't understand what he got of his because we so busy identifying that which we see is spiritual versus the real spiritual ones. hmm So I come to you this morning to say unto you that when I talk about how God gives me this every day, and if I come and I bring it to you, understand, baby, that's that daily bread that many people said that prayer that Yeshua left. That's that daily bread. That's that when Yeshua was on the mountain, say, it is written that man shall not live on bread alone, but every word. So when Sister Deborah is bringing forth any and anything, I'm bringing forth really what was given unto me. What was given unto me. I even told you all about that brick wall. And the Father was telling me and teaching me how many years ago? Chris had been in college a long time ago. But he was using my daughter's college and me coming back from dropping her, me and my husband coming back from dropping my daughter off to college. She was he was using the brick wall, and I had no idea he was using the brick wall for my life itself, focusing on the race. Now the race represent what I was really good at. I was really good at running track. That was one of something I was good at. I even got a scholarship to go to college. Uh, I ran track, and let me tell you, at the graduation, I was 9 months, almost like a week from 9 months. I was due in a week, pregnant. It was a sight to see. People would laugh at me when I go to the store, no matter where I go, because I was very thin, but I had a big stomach that didn't look right, y'all. It really didn't look right on me. And people would laugh, stopping cars and look, because it just looked not normal. Okay. So I was at in my graduation class. It was like, I think, 390 students, but I was the only female that received a scholarship. And when they called all the sports, football team, the basketball team, and the baseball team, I was the only female that stood up for a scholarship. 9 months pregnant. You get what I'm saying? So y'all use that which I was good in and showed me the parable of running a race, and that brick walls are going to always be in the way. I must learn to go around the brick wall and keep going. Even on this devil platform, I'm going to come up with other ways to bring forth my Father's word that he gives unto me in my spirit, his food, which is his word, to those that out there searching and really needing it on their plate, really needing it for their backpack. And I'm going to continue to press forward, giving that which Yah feeds me, my daily bread, which the word that proceeds out of his mouth is the daily bread. So when you hear me saying that I learn every day, that's why he's giving me my daily bread in the spirit realm. It's not for everyone else daily bread. You see? So it all kind of makes me feel good, because Yah is always there as a comforter to show you, don't stop. You got a lane. Ask them where their lane is at. Ask them, do they know where their lane is at? You got a lane. So you can come in and you can go out. You can come in the lane and you can go out the lane and come right back into the lane, because the lane is set for there for you. It's set, Deborah. And he have already assured me. So when he's giving me stuff and I'm bringing it forth to you all, just like I just said to you all, a great mystery that none of y'all never caught. 99.9 times 15 billion wouldn't even caught it and can't catch it, because it's spiritual discerned as well as natural. But only he that is of the spirit can catch it and use it. And that is what I just told you, the prayer that Yeshua said. Heavenly Father, which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Give me this day my daily bread. Y'all, this prayer is not talking about the bread for the flesh, you guys. He's talking about the bread for the spirit. Because man don't live on bread alone, meaning for the flesh. Man live on that which is given to him in the spirit. And that's where the brick wall come in, when I'm bringing forth word for the spirit, knowing that I'm facing the brick wall. So what he wants to say to me is he's going to teach me again how to go around the brick wall or over the brick wall and keep it going. Why? Because you got a lane. You got a lane. You don't have any business, Deborah, running into the brick wall. Go around that brick wall. Keep it running. You still got life living. You still living with my life. So just do what is invested in you. You can do this, Deborah. That's why I appointed and anointed you. I predestined you. I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. Run that race, Deborah. I'm gonna go for, he's gonna work with me how to continue to go around the brick wall and climb on top of the brick wall and keep going. It's no need to keep running into the brick wall, because it causes Sister Deborah to go back to that same swag of feeling and discerning these things. And why are you feeling these things, Deborah? Why are you discerning these things on this platform? Don't use such great gifts to discern nothing or nobody. Speak the bread. keep it going. And if the brick wall is there, go around it. Climb on top. Keep it going. Because victory is at the end. So I say unto you, me myself have said it throughout the time I was on this devil platform, explaining how Yah is always teaching me something. Now he's gotten to the point, even when I'm speaking, he's teaching. And I think that's beautiful because I know that only one doing that is him. And I give him glory and honor for all that he has done. And I think of all that grace and mercy he has poured out. All that grace and mercy he done poured out. Whether it's to the dark or to the light, the flesh or to the spirit. He poured it out. And I just want to just say to him, thank you. Because he got a wheel riding on that grace and mercy. And he's at the end of that wheel. So I give him glory and praise. And I say unto you, I'm trying to keep up with my minutes here. I say, I hope that you got something out of it and understand that Sister Deborah's mission and purpose in Yah is not to get on here and give you what your flesh desire. And that was the whole issue of them even tracking Yeshua down to take his life, to destroy him. His mission was to come and to go. Okay, it was already willed in the kingdom. The lamb was already slaughtered before the foundation of the world. So it wasn't no big thing on the earth for the lamb to come and get slaughtered. You get what I'm saying? Heavens had already received it. And that's just like Sister Deborah. Heaven already received me and what he has called me to do. Being in the gate where you in the narrow gate and the broad gate is in the way. Oh no. No. So I say unto you, it's identical to like the serpent in the Garden of Eden. When he said the serpent, he gave us the example. He said that now there's the serpent, and here's the spiritual ones. The spiritual one has the heel. The heel represent the steps. When we make our steps, we need our heel to make a forward step. Okay, y'all didn't know that, but yes, that's what that means. God has ordered our steps. And the serpent is going to be after our steps. Where is our steps founded? In our flesh. Because he can't identify the steps of the spirit. So he goes after our steps in the flesh. How do he go after our steps? Our heel. Because if he can bite the heel or wound the heel, he can slow you down in the steps that Yah has ordered. Okay, so that's why the serpent is going after the heel of the spiritual ones. So he can slow your steps that Yah has ordered down. And Yah said, your heel is to crush his head. When your heel crushes his head, that lets him know, back it up, back it up. My head is crushed. So he had to come up with a different plan with a different heel. You see? So what happens when Yah is healed, is bruised, it's because it's Satan is after the heel to slow it down. He's snapping at the heel of Yah's spiritual seed, and as he's snapping, we are to, as the spiritual one, take our heel, which is our steps that Yah has ordered, crush his plan. His plan represent in the snake his head. You see, that's why I tell you, when I see people coming in on the live chat, and it can be a number. They'll be just all coming in, and all of a sudden, all of them go out. It's the serpent. The serpent don't want to even hear any word from Yah. And I also say this. I thank the Father for the narrow gate that tells you the true way. The narrow gate shows you the true way to Yah. That broad gate, that's where I think most people need to remain. You know, they need to go that way, stay that way, because that's what's going to make their day, is the way to the broad gate. The way to the narrow gate, you must be assigned it in the spirit realm. It's not a flesh thing. It don't matter how long you have been there. It's just like people going to church and been there 40 and 50 years and still there. See, it's not to deck the flesh up. It is to, the narrow gate is to show the way to righteous that leads to life. That's what the narrow gate is for. It's to show the way to righteous, to spirit and truth that leads to the light, to what? To life. You see? That's what the narrow gate is for. And when Yah say, and very few shall find it, that's the key to the spiritual individual who struggles right here today with trying to understand why is so many people going through the broad gate. Why has hell been enlarging? Come on, talk to me, Deborah. You see what I'm saying? It's a reason, and it's everything he has set up. I see it just as clear as I'm seeing myself on this here laptop, and I really embrace it, and I really have a feeling inside, and I salute it because when times get to the point where you see what individuals are doing, you begin to feel the gifts that has been instilled in you to use. See, when y'all said try the spirit by the spirit, it wasn't that you had to be there where that individual or at to try their spirit. The gift of Yah is the gift of discerning and trying the spirit is way beyond man's understanding. We give the world more authority. We give AI and CERN and the elites more authority than the Most High Yah. We don't try out his technology. See, his technology is to say, Deborah, why are you coming to me? Why are you talking to me about who's who and what's what? Use what I have invested in thee. First and foremost, I gave you the spirit of discernment. It's to discern spirits. That means I can discern your spirit through your talk, through your live chat. I can discern spirit if you're not even on here. If you're not even on here, I can still discern these things, you guys, because it is spiritual discerning. It's not flesh. And then he'll tell me now, didn't I give you the spirit, the gift of discerning? And I would say, but yeah, you didn't warn me. You didn't tell me. He said, but Deborah, didn't I give you the gift of discerning? Yeah, see, I'm saying yes, but I'm saying no. So he wants me to come to a point where, okay, use what I've invested in you. Because not only did I give you the spirit of discerning, I said, try the spirit by the spirit. That's a different gift. That shows me you shall not fail in what you see in the spirit realm, what you can discern in the spirit realm, it's present. It is what it is. So I even was thinking about hypocrite. And I said, no, I can't put hypocrite in there because that was about all the people who held positions trying to portray that they're one thing and they weren't. So it was people who had positions portraying, not so many as people who are following. So the Father, I just want to thank him for always trying to, and not always trying, always discipline me in those things in which he has given me in the spirit. Mhm. I learned something that I did not want to embrace. I did not want to embrace it, but I'm going to show you how the Father suffered me to embrace it and to accept it in a higher level of spirit. I was on sitting down and I saw on my YouTube this word empathy. Empathy, EMPATH. And then some of them put the Y and some of them don't. And as I was listening to video after video, and I started saying, well, wait a minute, Father, that's kind of like me in the spirit realm. He said, that's them in the flesh. Even them in the flesh know it's an ability to feel. They know that it is a deeper ability to have. They know the power in it, in the flesh. Mhm. But in the spirit, it is discerning and the ability to try the spirit by the spirit. So when you look up EMPATH, some of them put the Y on it, and you see the ultimate level, the highest level of it, enter into a realm like unto the spirit. So the Father was showing me the two sides. He said, now you know your side. the spiritual realm. I gave you those gifts to discern their spirit. But look over here in the flesh. They know the ability is there. Woo! He said they know the ability is there, but they call it what they want to call it. It's just like schizophrenia, schiz, and bipolar, and all those names they give an individual in the flesh. The Father said, in the spirit, those are just demonic spirits. Those are just demons and demonic, wicked spirits attacking these people. You see, I love how the Father did that because I had no idea about EMPATH. Some of them put Y. I had no idea, but I was watching. I said, wait a minute, Father, that's kind of sound like me. He said, Deborah, it is. It's you in the spirit and in the flesh. Put both of them bad boys together. Tell me you ain't mine. You see what I'm saying? And I just thank the Father, y'all. Father, y'all. Father, y'all, thank you. So, all right, Sister Deborah, hope you got something out of it. And I will be back. And what I would be doing, I'm going to do like 3 videos a day. At least I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a day and do a live um, or at 7 p.m. Central Time. My son has uh, they seem to think I'm just lost when it come down to doing things. It ain't that I'm lost. It's just that I don't get caught up in things. I remember when he came into my store and he came in town. He said, Mama, why you got all this expensive stuff on your shelves? Mama, you can't sell this stuff thrift store. Mama, this stuff costs a lot of money. And my son poured out at least 10 to 15 items and poured them up on eBay. And every last one of them was worth $150 or more. I just never thought to get into anything like that. I don't deal with eBay. I never deal with it. I don't deal with that. My son said, no, I'm going to place your items on eBay. And I mean, the first month, I think I made something like 1,800. Yes, that's just how much stuff Sister Deborah had that she was charging $3 and $4 for. I just don't care. I'm not wrapped in it like you all are wrapped in. You see, I'm not you. Okay. So I'm like, my son said, I'm going to put all this stuff. When my son finished that next month, he said, now here, you got 1,200 items uploaded on eBay. I said, how did you do that? He said, every time I came in, I took your pictures of all this hot stuff and I put them on eBay. And I said, oh, that's why it's so much money then. He said, yeah, see, Mama, you're putting one thing, but this stuff is worth more than that. So the same thing with the me being on here. They asked me, why ain't you, Mama, trying to be monetized? Monetized. I said, who wants to be monetized? What's a monetized? And they went to telling me, well, Mama, they send you all these emails telling you that you can be monetized. They've been telling you that. I said, well, what is monetized? They said, well, they can put commercials on your page. I said, like what? Commercials that comes in between? They said, yeah. I said, that's monetized? Yes. So he said, I'm going to enroll you in it. I said, but where you see that they said that? And lo and behold, y'all, it was on their way back 2000 and what? 2019? No. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Not 20, I think it was 1920, somewhere in there. It had already been asking that you be monetized. But what I did is I threw away all my videos. I had to redo them all and I throw them away and redo them all and I throw them away. So I had thousands of video on YouTube and been throwing them away. And he was saying, but Mama, why haven't you applied? They keep telling you. I said, I see them things, but I don't apply enough. So he enrolled me into the monetized, I think that's what it's called. So I don't know what that's about, but he said when it's done, I'm gonna understand it. So it's that same thing I think of what they do when they trying to get a check. But I think it's the type of check for commercials and not so much as you're feeding the world. Regardless, what if you're going to sign me up in monetizing, I'm going to make sure I stick to my Father's word. Monetize that. How about that? How about that? So I, Sister Deborah, said to you, if you want to monetize the fact that I'm going to land straight on to the word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah unto me. So I, Sister Deborah, I hope you get something out of that. And I will be back with my second video, and I will do the third video live. So I see you soon. Shalom.